Whew, am I tired. 3 days of shooting. Welcome into part 1 of a 3-part series. I have been monitoring all your comments. We've had so many reach outs of people moving here, and there's some areas that you guys have desperately wanted to see. And in each of these series, we will go do a full tour of Jordan Ranch, Cross Creek Ranch, and Ellison. Let's take a sneak peek. The reason we spent so much time at these communities is because Katy, Texas is out there to the west. It is expanding out because of the new 99, and these are 3 of the newest and most desirable master plan communities in all of Houston. But there are some cons to living out west. There are some cons to these master plan communities. But what we're going to do here in episode 1 is do a full tour and breakdown of Jordan Ranch. So we got to show you first, because if I just tell you Jordan Ranch, you have no idea where it is. So here we are on a map of Houston, Texas, obviously right down here. If we look, we've got Katy, Texas right here, and now we're going to be scooting out a little bit farther to the west to Fulshear. A lot of you guys have been asking us, hey, can you do some Fulshear? Well, here it is. The Fulshear is right here on the 1093, and Jordan Ranch, it really comprises a lot of this area. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head out there. So here we are at the Jordan Ranch website where you can get some more information, but you know us. We're gonna go out there and actually film it, actually show you, but just to run through a few of the things and the amenities. Again, with Jordan Ranch, it's one of the newer ones. A lot of this still has to be developed, only being maybe a quarter of the way built out. So there's a lot more splash pads and stuff that's gonna be coming that isn't there right now. So it may show that it is, but it's not. So you've got, lazy rivers. You're going to have these amazing pools. They're all going to have this, right? It's just down to location, being closer to things. It's also down to some of these communities just have a little bit more, and so it's going to cost you more to live in them. So do you want more of the community feel, the better community, or do you want, hey, I'm going all out baller on the house? And you'll get in Jordan Ranch the same houses as the other master plan communities, but more affordable. But it's still got a lot of stuff, from playgrounds. And the one thing that does separate it, if you are more of the gardener, the outdoors, that kind of thing, you should check out Sunset Farm. In fact, let's go do that. So we're gonna go check out Sunset Farm here. I'm looking for my veggie bucks and I can't find them. I think Joe stole them. Did you take my veggie bucks, Joe? 10,000, oh.
10,000.
Can't find my damn veggie bucks. No. But we just came out here, and apparently the sign says amenity of the year, farmers market, open Saturdays. You can come out here and learn how to garden. They hold functions here. You got the big old soccer fields over there, and then you got the play equipment here. So you do have this, center area, and just up the road over here, you have some shops and restaurants and stuff. But that is one thing that you'll notice here, Jordan Ranch. I mean, it's really predicated around the homes, and you're gonna have to drive out, to go to most of the restaurant shops. You're gonna have to head into Katy, 20, 25 minutes to major shopping areas, but I-10 is straight up to the north. And with all this building and being only halfway done and constructed, that's what the sales rep was talking about. Also, there's going to be, 15 new restaurants, a major grocery retailer, so probably a Kroger and H-E-B, and then you'll be a little bit more self-sustained. But as you can see here, if Joe didn't steal my damn veggie bucks, I'd probably be able to get something cool. But you got a lady out here tilling, man, this is the country. Gotta go get me some playtime. Been working on them new knees over toes moves, so I'm a little more agile. Oh yeah, buddy, let's roll. Send it! Oh, that is staticky. How do kids do that all day?
Because they are dumb.
So we've already gone into a few different homes here, and again, you can go onto the website here, but I really recommend that you guys look in the pinned comment or to the description, because what we can do, a lot of times these websites won't be, as updated, and when you go show up or call, they're like, yeah, that one's already been sold. we can set you up with a plan to, hey, I love this floor plan. Whenever it comes available, boom, you are notified. We actually have 2 clients who did that right now. They are raving about it because it gives them that top priority and information of the house. So the thing about this stuff is, yes, you can get a lot of this information from the websites and all that, but the private consultation calls that you have with us, you know, we got eyes, ears, boots to the ground, and a lot of communication with all of the sales reps of all of the building plans and all of the builders to keep you the most informed. So with that, you do have the website here, and it's going to be able to run you through kind of the map area as well. You know, we've been talking about the map. Here's I-10, and then you're going to come right here to the south of I-10, the Katy Freeway. And this is where everything's being built out as of right now. And there's still just so much to go. This is going to be a long process for a while. But you do have, you know, homes and stuff. You can kind of go through some of the floor plans. But hey, we're showing you them with you know, our cameras right now. And in fact, let's get back to that. So here we are right at the middle of Jordan Ranch. Now, we just went in and talked to a sales rep. I've got more information that I'm gonna be sharing here. This was named the #1 master plan community in Houston, but we do find that a lot of people get proud of their master plan communities, especially sales reps. It could be, could not be, but at the end of the day, it's all feel with you guys. But here's one thing that I do know, right? This is massive out here. They're gonna be building just over, you know, almost 3,000 homes here in Jordan Ranch. Now, stretching that budget with what's been going on lately, we were just in some of these massive homes, and even if they're waterfront, those houses were, you know, mid 700s, she said, which are now down in the 600s. They're giving every incentive possible to clients. This is something that my main man Jojo behind the sign over there is helping to negotiate as well. So when we're breaking down these communities with you, it's all feel. You got to like the area. There's gonna be a lot going on. Now, I got myself a $10 veggie voucher because it has, again, the #1 amenity for a master plan community in Houston. It's got the Sunset Farm, and I'm gonna use my $10 veggie voucher, damn. I'm gonna go get me some veggies. But that's kind of what we're seeing. As you pop up into the air, you're probably noticing not a lot of trees out this way. This is super far out to the west, but one very pertinent piece of information we got. This is in Lamar ISD. They're actually going to be building a new football stadium that's bigger and more expensive than the one in Katy. So schools are top priority here. And one other thing that's very important is what they did is they reduced the property taxes here down to 3% total, which is very cheap for new construction neighborhoods. It was up 3.2, 3.4. So you're gonna save a lot more buying these new construction homes out here in Fulshear, plus those property taxes down, and you've got some of the highest rated school districts. Now, Joe didn't get a veggie buck.
I got Jack.
But I got 10 veggie bucks. So we're gonna go head over to the community center and to the garden area and show you that. I just wanna take a second to remind you this is part 1 of a 3-part series. Plus we do weekly videos showing you everything you need to know about Houston. So if you don't want to ever miss one of our videos, right now, take a second to go down and hit that subscribe button. And also, make sure if you're enjoying these to hit the like button. Since we are spending all of these hours and these days and these months and these years shooting this incredible content for you, those likes and those subscribes help feed Joe because he likes to have his burgers while we're out shooting. Now, back to the video.
All right, yeah, so here we are touchdown again in Jordan Ranch. This is one of the gorgeous homes that's super popular, the white with the black trim on it. It's got that new modern farmhouse look. This is a row of model homes, by the way, if you see this right here. And just to give you some context, you could spend hours upon hours just in this little area. But if you go in here, we're about to go into this home, and if you like this house, we can find it anywhere in the Houston suburb area. So let's just check this out. And it'll cut down a lot of time is what we find. It cuts that time down a lot. Yeah, so this is one of the houses, great 2-story plan, super high ceilings, lots of natural light that comes into the house. We're seeing that the attraction of these homes is that they're new, so they're catered to the buyer that's looking for that open floor plan, you know, like this big peninsula, this big island kitchen. Some of them are peninsula and connected to the living room. And so this just really works really well, and with the incentives and just the great discounts that are going on right now and rate buy downs, it's just a perfect mixture to jump in the market now and hedge yourself against the possibility of massive increases. So yeah, right here you have the primary bedroom on the first floor. That's super common out here. I know a lot of our folks from the East Coast and different areas are used to secondary level or basement. Here we just have 2 levels with the massive game rooms and the theater rooms upstairs, which is super big hit. As far as the primary bathroom goes, you know, this is becoming super popular too, a soaker tub with a separate walk-in shower. You have a private toilet there, separated sinks, walk-in closets. This actually has double closets, so you know who gets both of them.
Now, I'll just be brutally honest, when it comes to this 3-part series, we're going to kind of progress, right, from Cross Creek Ranch and then to Ellison, of these communities that people are, you know, desiring a little bit more. So the cost of the house, you know, you're going to get a little bit less as you progress into these communities. That's fine, right? But the one thing you need to know, especially about Jordan Ranch, they lowered the property taxes down, especially for new construction, more than the other 2. So the other 2 are just a little bit more desirable. But now your, you know, property taxes are going to be right around that 3%, where, you know, if you start going into Cross Creek or Ellison, it may be 3.2, 3.3, 3.4, right? So you'll be paying a little bit more in property taxes than those other ones. Another advantage, kind of more bang for your buck in the home, plus those lower property taxes. Now, out of this 3-part series, Jordan Ranch has one thing that no other master plan community in the entire state of Texas has. Joe, let them know what that is. Okay, Joe, little camera shy to start. Let's just get into this video. We're going to show you how cool Jordan Ranch is.
Yeah, so there's so many different homes to really get familiar with. On the outside, you just might fall in love the way it looks as far as the curb appeal and everything of the home. It's modern. But on the inside, there's a lot of different things going on that people are looking for. For example, that still has a formal dining room. And a lot of people we're working with that moving from out of state, they don't need a formal dining room anymore. Most popular thing that everybody's looking for is that extra game room, theater room, and an office, and then the rest of the bedrooms. So let's take a look at this one. Also, there's different designs in the house. And when you're here and you actually look at it, like for example, just last week we were out here with a client and they were like, wow, we've seen all the videos you guys done, but it doesn't do justice on how wonderful it is once you touch down and you're walking up to these homes and communities. So as you see here, this is a single story level home, vaulted ceilings, recessed cans, plenty of natural light comes in here. And what I mean by single story, for some of you Northwesterners out there, this is a Wrangler. Yes, a massive Wrangler. So yeah, all down on this main level, you're gonna have the primary bedroom in the back, you'll have all the other bedrooms up front, and even on this single level home, you have a massive game room right here that overlooks the backyard with plenty of lighting.
And again, if you have not yet, make sure you go down there and hit that subscribe button so that you can see the other videos of this series as well as all of our future content. Now, one of the last things that you're gonna notice is you have the single level homes, patio homes, they call them here in Texas. I'd never heard that in my life. And then you've got, you know, multi-story different homes or bigger, right? So you can really, no matter what spectrum you're at, if you're downsizing and you only need, you know, the 3-bedroom home, single level, they have that. Or like me, I got 500 kids, I'm gonna need a few extra bedrooms. That's when you can start finding these bigger, more custom homes. But, you know, just coming through and reading all these signs, a lot of these houses are starting in the 500s, which is just crazy. And then with all the incentives right now to buy down rates, you know, it really becomes an opportune time. Just as a general observer, I know the way that it's being talked about in the economy and all, but hey, at some point these interest rates will, you know, go down, and that's just gonna cause a frenzy like we saw the last 2 years. So it could be an advantageous time with the, you know, amount of supply that's out here, the prices where they're at and the price reductions, and the way that they buy down interest rates, that you could get into a very good situation here. But again, there's our contact information. That is our phone number and our email. I want you to take a second and write that information down so that you can book your one-on-one consultation with the Living in Houston, Texas team. Because Fulshear might be the dream spot for you, or it could be somewhere on the opposite side of Houston, and that's what we're here to help you do. And we can find your dream floor plan in whatever community you want. So that was Jordan Ranch, but wait. Here is a teaser of what you're going to see next week. Now the one thing that I can say about Jordan Ranch, out of a lot of the communities out here, it's got the most room to grow. It does not have the schools as of yet, and they are building more things for the community like pools and those sort of things. But as for any kind of these master plan communities out to the west that we will see in this 3-part series, this is probably going to be your best bang for your buck, where you can go get that new construction home for less money than maybe Cross Creek or Ellison. And well, as nice as it is working with some of these sales reps at these communities, they do represent the builders. So it is very important for you to have representation from somebody who will be on your side. This is the phone number and the email address right here. You need to take a second, pause the video if you have to, write that information down. We take dozens of these phone calls every week, private Zoom calls with you one-on-one, and we help to plan your move here to Houston. Jordan Ranch, Katy, Fulshear, none of these areas may fit you, and we'll be able to help you figure that out. And when it comes to incentives from these builders, hey, we're able to negotiate even more. And that is one thing that I noticed while being there talking to all of these sales reps. They all were fighting for us to bring our clients to them. So we know that we can absolutely negotiate on your best behalf. So my main man Jojo and the team can definitely negotiate for you, but you have to reach out. So right now, your goal is to go down and hit that subscribe button. That's going to notify you whenever we do our new videos. We are doing the most in-depth, detailed videos about every area in Houston. So you also have to comment down below, where do you want to see, so that we can head out and do that. When you subscribe, don't worry. I'm not gonna cold call you. We're not hitting you over the head with a bunch of ads. Nothing happens other than you are notified when our next videos come out. So make sure that you go and do that right now. And for our efforts, hit that like button. That's what helps me fill my tank up so that we can keep driving all around frickin' Houston doing these videos for you.